All right, we're live. Okay, we're back. Unnamed Show episode 4. Is that right? Episode 4. We made it through 4 shows.
Bobby Orr.
Congratulations. That's right. That's right. Bobby Orr. Dave's here. What are you rolling your eyes at, Dave?
I thought this was the third.
No, it's definitely the 4th.
Okay.
Yes. What's going on, boys? Oh, let me. I'll ask you right from the start because I saw the news that broke last night. Friend of this show, Jared Carrabis, is a free agent. Is he going to be rejoining Barstool Sports?
He FaceTimed me out of the blue, like I'm going to pick up a FaceTime out of the blue from a guy I haven't talked to in a long time. And then
He's your son, though.
And then he called me, or he's like, "Can you talk?" It was 10:40 p.m. It's like, I'm going to sleep. He's like,
desperate. Yeah. Okay.
And then he's like, "Oh, I guess that's what you get in your mid 40s." It's like, I don't know. It's 10:45 p.m. I'm going to sleep. So that is the extent of our conversations. I didn't know that he announced that he was a free agent. So I heard he has a competitive offer, which is why he's not going back to DK. So I don't think he's coming here. If he is, let me say this.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't you serve as his agent before?
I did. I made him a lot of money, by the way.
So do you know his current situation? Because I don't.
I know. I know exactly what you know. I know he has an offer from somewhere else. He didn't tell me where.
Who's this idiot?
What the fuck?
Fucking Coleman, just step right. Your fat ass just stepped right in the fucking.
How dumb can someone be?
Dave, aren't you in your late 40s?
Yeah, but you just walked all over the camera.
Yeah, I'd say late 40s. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in my. Yeah. What's wrong with? Well, you're 46.
Well, he said
right?
mid. He said mid 40s.
Oh, 46.
No. I said
Jared
what Carrabis said.
You're 46, right, Dave?
Apology accepted.
Apologize.
Yeah.
46?
Yeah. Am I 46 or 47? I don't know. Whatever. One of those.
46 is mid 40s. 47, 49 is late 40s.
I think I'm 46.
You think
if Carrabis went back to Barstool, technically he's not really leaving DraftKings, no?
No, I mean we'd be paying their salary.
Oh, okay. Did Carrabis make the company money here?
No, fuck no.
So why would you bring him back?
I'm probably not going to.
No, I mean, I hope you bring. I like Carrabis.
I like Carrabis too. He's like the
like
Katie Nolan of baseball. He's just failing upwards, downwards, not really bringing in money, but just going network to network.
Where's this offer?
She has an Emmy though.
Yeah, but that's similar. Like I like Jared a lot.
So
would he bring in any revenue for this company? No.
Yeah, we know he's a loser, but we like him. So
I'm not saying he's a loser. It's just baseball is like
it's a tough sport. Yeah,
he's not covering the NFL, so he has.
Yeah, but baseball is bigger than hockey. I feel like.
Are you just blowing yourself now, Whitney?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying that there has to be money within baseball.
I don't know. It's like more fanatical hockey.
It's like old.
Yeah, it is old. It's different. They're more fanatical. And I mean, he had the paw. He's like a Twitter guy. He's like Worldwide Wob, who has bounced around from like a million companies and actually, I don't think brought value to any of them. He has his own social thing. If the Red Sox win the World Series, you can make your money back on his merch. I like Jared, but from what the tea leaves tell me, I don't know what the other company's paying.
Do you know the other company? I don't.
I think it's Underdog.
Oh, is that right?
I've never even heard of them.
Who's that? Isn't that a superhero?
But I could be wrong. That's a wild guess.
Okay. I thought it was legitimately like maybe like he'd work for like MLB or something.
No, they're not going to give him. I don't think the type of money he's getting.
Yeah, there's no money there. Yeah.
But I don't know. This is all hearsay on my part. I hadn't talked to him until he called me last night. From what I've gathered, he's not going to end up here because he still wants what I would say is too much money for us.
Well, let me say,
he made bank, correct?
Yeah,
at DraftKings, yeah.
But if he announces that he's leaving last night, which he did kind of late, and he's calling you at 10:40, that would suggest that he wants to come. No, I mean, isn't that
maybe if I'd match or get close to what the perceived offer. No one's told me what the offer is. I have what I feel like is a relationship with DraftKings where I have an idea of what they put on the table, and if you said no to that, it ain't going to work here.
Okay.
Yeah, it's almost like if a guy's going to transfer a school and he announces he's leaving and then like he's calling someone immediately after. It's like
I want Carrabis here because I like him. He comes on my show. He's a good guy. But I get if he gets what is Underdog? Did you say that? What is it?
That's Mintzy.
Yeah. That's like it's a gambling
type
company.
Okay, well, yeah, whatever. All right. Can I get to the story that's annoying me most, and we can get to the other stuff? Is this like Bussin' with the Boys dozen thing? Because this could potentially affect me. I hate traveling. I hate to fly. When I get on a plane, I think it's going to crash the entire time. But because now, like, Bussin' the Boys is going to drink beer with Jason Kelsey, I'm going to have to go to Chicago like 9 times over the course of a week, correct?
No, I fixed that.
Well, what happened? Go ahead.
Well, so first of all, shame on the Bussin' with the Boys for booking on top of the dozen. The dozen was already booked.
Dozen finals, yeah.
Yeah. Now,
when is this? Sorry, just looking.
June, end of June.
June.
Okay.
So I found out late. Like Jeff D'Lo, who Jeff D'Lo is, I would describe him as a mountain out of a molehill guy. He is a mountain out of a molehill guy.
He's passionate.
He likes creating situations where none may exist. Long story short, they hit the dates. He calls me. He's like, we may have a conflict. He explained what you said, Kirk, which is like, they're booking it the same weekend. I'm hearing the Beer Olympics wants like Dan, me, more Barstool people to go. That could conflict with the dozen. I wasn't sure that was going to be the case. Sounds like something they've been talking about for a while. Bussin' with the Boys is saying, well, this is the only weekend we can do this event. Bullshit. But
I think there's some legitimacy to that.
So one weekend the whole fucking year.
Legitimacy?
Is that a word?
Sounds like legit.
It sounds like you're trying to get to a word.
It's like Mintzy and legitimate being combined as one word. It's like it should be like a trademark for him.
Legitimacy isn't a word.
So you said legitimacy at first. Legitimacy.
Mintzy's on my mind.
Clearly on your mind. Go ahead.
Well, for I don't know, backstory with Will and Taylor, like they have that many celebrities and football players, and to get all those guys to get their schedule combined at one time, it was that one night. It sucks. It's for the dozen. But my question would be, and I love Jeff D'Lo, but wouldn't that Beer Olympics make the company a lot more money?
That's the question.
No, not necessarily. No.
Really?
No, wow. Definitely not. The dozen is a premier thing. And
I know that.
Yeah,
so that was huge.
Why not tell Bussin to fuck off then?
I think he did.
No. The answer is I got mad at Will and talked to him. Like, there's other dates. Will and Taylor and I like Dana White. They love sucking his cock, and so they want to do this thing at Red Rocks. But here's the crux of it. It should have been brought to my attention a lot sooner. But once I dove into it, all Mintzy had to do was move the thing a week earlier.
Which we did.
Not Mintzy.
Jeff D'Lo. Jeff D'Lo. All Jeff D'Lo had to do is move this a full week. He's like, well, we have like a whole... We have a hold on a venue and this and that. I'm like, well, can we get out of it? He's like, let me talk to these two people I've never heard of, and doing what people at this company do. It's like, how about I just call fucking Live Events Lisa and be like, can we move this fucking event 1 week earlier? I don't care if it's at this venue. I don't care if it's at our bar. I don't care if it's at a fucking warehouse. Move the fucking thing. She's like, yeah, we don't lose anything. We can move it, no problem. So, Jeff, what do we even talk about? We move that. Which should have been their conversation, by the way, from the jump. It should have gone, hey, this is a perfect weekend for the Beer Olympics. Jeff D'Lo, can you move it a week forward or after? And the answer should have been, yes, that's easy. And it should have never gone up to me. But we have morons. And I don't even know what Jeff D'Lo is like, well, this venue we're in Chicago. There's a million fucking venues. I don't care. Do it at the office if you have to. Who fucking cares? But Kirk, to answer your question, it'll be one flight, 1 week. We just moved the whole thing the week before.
I will say, though, that maybe you don't care. Maybe it's not that much. But if it's a 2,000-3,000 seat place and we bang it out, that's $70,000, $80,000, maybe $100,000 in revenue versus nothing if you do it in the warehouse. I mean, that's
so you can charge tickets anywhere you go.
Well, I mean, look where the rough and rowdies are in West.
Yeah, exactly. I'm working under the assumption in the beautiful city of Chicago, the great state of Illinois, there has to be more than one venue that we can get months and months in advance for a trivia show.
So as Bussin' with the Boys has become bigger and bigger and grown, is it on them to check with the entire company what's going on before they plan a big event?
We know which side Whitney's on here. This is like athletes defending athletes, which is fine.
Well, no, but really, I'm just trying to think, like, is that on Chicklets to now, if we're going to do anything, call and make sure there's nothing?
Just for the record, they knew there was a conflict before it was booked.
Well, that's different.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's different.
I would think if you're going to
Will
invite
reached
a bunch
out.
of people, yeah.
Will reached out to Jeff. Jeff's like, well, I thought it only affected him. It was a very easy solution. But yes, as a company, we would like to shine as much light as we can on major events. If you have two of them going at the same time, it's not easy. It's just you have 365 days a year. Let's spread out our big events so the social and all that can give each event the proper just.
Are you going to go to this beer?
Dan wants me to go.
You're not a drinker, though, dude.
No, at all.
Like hell on earth.
And once they start drinking, they turn into the meathead athletes they are. Like Will Compton.
Headlocks and shit.
Yeah, Will Compton like attacked a guy last year. It's an ugly scene. So maybe you go and then you just check out before nightfall.
Because, I mean, that does sound, I know they have a good time, but that does sound dreadful for somebody.
Like, I said it was like the most
thing
awful
of all time.
thing I've ever watched last year.
It wasn't entertaining to you?
No, it was entertaining, but I meant being there, I would have rather cut all my fingers off. It honestly looked like these alpha male, juice head, testosterone filled idiots throwing each other through tables over you didn't drink enough of that. I mean, it was something.
Jesus.
Oh, shit.
What are you doing? Are you doing this?
The camera fell.
Okay. I mean, you obviously Whitney obviously want to talk about Mintzy, so go ahead. Do you have a Mintzy thought?
I mean, this guy is something else, man. He
crazy.
How does he have a job? And I know how he has a job. The fans love him. They love him.
Is he?
But
actually,
I mean, this guy is unemployable anywhere else in the world.
Are you at the point now you could never fire him, no matter what?
No, I could fire him. I mean, I was legit mad because first of all, I don't like how he pinned the whole thing on Hank, and I called Hank right after. We didn't record. He's like, that's just not how it happened. Like, he came up, and Mintzy has done this before to me, where he wants to do something that he knows he shouldn't do, and he's like, do I have permission? He says it, and I answered it, Mintzy, you do what's best for what you think the future of you doing in this company is, and he made the right choice. Hank's not the guy. He goes to Hank and basically, I'll 100% be here, put me in the afternoon, and then just rambles like, well, if I make final table. Mintzy should be ashamed. I don't think he gets it. He's too stupid, but it was really an offensive move by him.
But I don't understand.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, Kirk. Go ahead.
Go.
I just don't understand how you enter a tournament where if you make it to where you hope to make it, you then fuck yourself over. It's like, I don't know. Like, I think he's just missing some chromosomes, but at the same time, maybe he's like playing us all. Like, he can't be this dumb.
He may be this dumb, but still, it doesn't matter. I mean, he had the shirt made. He should be. Is he available? I mean, and people joke and say this. I wasn't joking. And Dan always, Dan had the right idea. I think he won 14 grand. But just a slap in the face. It's like, we don't ask Mintzy to do basically anything. Like, he literally doesn't have to do anything. We have this big event. You committed to it. You have to be there. Everyone was flying in to Chicago. There are planes crisscrossing. Will Compton, New York, planes are all flying into Chicago. He's flying out. He flew out. He flew from Chicago to Florida.
But that's on you now at this point. This is who he is. Like, he's not going to change. He's a moron. Like, this is.
So what do you want me to fire him?
No, I do not. No, I do not. What I'm saying is you have to accept that you're never going. Quite the opposite. That you're never going to fire him. I don't
like. He basically runs your show now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to do. He's
still selling watches or no?
Occasionally, yeah. He was actually successful with that. He made his salary almost back selling watches.
That's pretty good.
He sold 75 or
no, he's probably over 100 watches sold.
What does he do all day? I'm always interested in people.
Nothing.
Not a thing. So you're paying him
nothing. He does nothing.
How much money do you think you pay to people who do nothing?
A lot.
Millions, right? A year? Or no?
No, I think we've cleaned up a lot of that. I mean, you have Mintzy, you have Smitty.
Right. Okay.
Who else on top of the league? Nobody's. There he is. Okay. Sharp haircut.
Wow, you look great, Mintzy.
What's going on, Mintzy?
Good morning, guys. How are we doing?
So, Mintzy, we were talking about you. I was saying I was really offended. I thought what you did was very offensive to me, and not in a joking manner. I thought the way you look at he flashes the brick watch. Like, in the way you blamed it on Hank, I talked to Hank instantly after, and he's like, that's just not how it happened. Mintzy basically guaranteed he would be there and then rambled for 20 minutes. Like, well, if I make the final table, there could be, like, what you did and what you knowingly did was offensive.
I thought about it after everything we said, and I agree. I'm totally in the wrong here, and it's got nothing to do with Hank. I exercised very poor decision-making.
But you knew it. Like,
are you reading a statement, Mintzy?
It feels like a press conference.
No, I'm reading
this is like Tiger.
Like, but Mintzy, we had one time, and I think it was you going to Colorado or something, and you saddled up to me like it sounds the way you saddled up to like Hank, and you're like, you know I should probably do this, but like I really want to go here. I think it was like an Ole Miss game, and I think I responded, Mintzy, you do what you think is best for your future at the company. You made the right decision that time. That's why I find it offensive. You knew what you were doing was wrong and you still did it. That's what, after everything we've been through, that's what I found offensive. And you said it. You were saying it out loud, like this could be a conflict.
Mintzy,
like,
did you not think you were going to make the final table?
I didn't. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say I knew I was going to make the final table. That's for damn sure. But it's still, I don't know. I
think it was wrong. That's the thing that you said it. You're like, I know this is a potential issue. I'm concerned, but like you did it, and you tried to do it under the guise of Hank gave you permission.
Well, hold on. I think it's more now. We need to focus on this not happening again. Forget about the past, Mintzy. We've messed up in the past. No big deal.
It's happening again.
Good luck, Kirk.
Well, I'm just saying psychologically here, Mintzy. Why don't you do an internal audit and say, what did I do wrong this time, and how do I avoid doing it next time, right? We have to look forward to the future, correct? Let's not worry about the past.
Can I raise my hand? I don't think he's going to take it to heart, but maybe when you confirm to a company-wide event and say, yes, you're going to be there.
That's a fair start.
You be there.
That's a fair start, right, Mintzy?
That's totally a fair start. Also, to show as a gesture of goodwill, and because I love what Dave's doing with Miss Peaches, donating $1,000 of my own money to your LifeLine charity. Out of my pocket.
You won 14. That is maybe the most.
That's 1/14 of your paycheck.
Get him off. That was the most insulting thing he's done.
No. Bring him back.
Disgusting.
I think he thought that was going to be the hammer, too.
Disgusting. This is why he'll never be fixed. I thought for sure he's doing the whole thing.
At least half.
That was. I've thought about it deeply. I'm going to give 1/14 of what I've won. This is why he'll never be fixed.
You thought that was going to be the hammer.
You don't think the $1,000 is going to solve all the problems with this charity?
That's 1/8 of Miss Peach's goddamn bowl.
I cannot believe the way he said that. I've given this deep thought. And I'm going to donate $1,000. You won 14,000.
Hold on, Mintzy. Now let's do another internal audit. We've done a great
come on, man.
Let me do another.
Mintzy. 14,000. All 14,000.
Okay, I don't get a cent. I get 0 cents of that 14,000.
Gotcha.
Why?
0. Why? Because I have the way the poker world works. I have backers.
Yeah, you get in front.
Yeah, they backers put me in, and I'm down. Not a small amount of money.
Mintzy, you texted me.
Who the hell is backing you?
Mintzy, you texted me and told me it was a free entry into the tournament. Mintzy texted me and said it was a free entry.
No, to clarify that, I get for the free entry, I get that money. Like I get to keep, and my backers put me in.
Wait,
so like the free entry,
who are these backers turning down?
So they pay you $2,500 in your pocket?
Yeah.
So why don't you donate?
So you just said you made nothing from the tournament,
You just said it.
No, I'll give that. Yeah. Yeah. That's why I'm trying to pay back.
So you're donating $1,000.
I'll donate the whole $2,500 then if it makes you feel better. I don't know. I'm trying to do. All I'm doing is burying myself deeper.
So you truly are working multiple jobs.
No,
which I
that's
respect.
not. That was
I
a
respect
you
that.
got paid $2,500 to come to this tournament, promote it, do all this stuff. You couldn't win, which makes it more to me like you better come back to the office. But this whole thing is made me more angry.
Well, that was a one-time thing, but
and you'd see,
I
didn't
don't
make
know
a
what-
cent. They
well,
paid you.
I feel like no matter what I say, I'm going to.
Well, Mintzy, you must know. It looks bad.
If
we think you win 14,
they gave me a free entry.
oh, he's cutting.
Can we get you internet that works?
No,
Wait a
No,
minute.
I'm
They
in the
didn't
office.
give-
No,
they did more than
I'm on-
give you a free entry. They paid you.
Yeah, they gave me the free entry, and I got to keep it because my backers put me in the tournament. Is how
Did
it
they
worked.
pay for the flights down?
Wait
Yes.
a minute.
They
Wait.
paid for
hotel,
Wait.
hotel.
So
Yes.
you took your backers for your
No, my
backers
backers know about
paid
it.
for the
I told
entry, and they gave.
So
And
I
then
called my backers. I was very transparent. I was like, "Hey, they want to put me in this." Well, and they were like, "Cool, we'll put you in it. You keep the money." I didn't lie to my backers.
How many backers do you have, Mintzy? What's his team? Who is his team? 2 backers.
It's
Okay.
They
Two.
also back
Two of my-
three-legged dogs at the dog track.
Hey, look, my backers are two guys from Louisiana. I've known for a long, long time.
Mhm.
And, I used to be really good at poker, so they thought I was a good investment. Clearly, I'm down some money for them, so it hasn't really worked as well as they hoped. But
well, what kind of honestly, what kind of human? If you're explaining the situation, I'm listening to this as your backers. This tournament says, "Hey, Mintzy, we're going to pay you $2,500 to come play in this thing." And you still make your backers, who by your own admission, you're losing a lot of money for, you still make them pay the entry fee.
yeah, I mean, it's transparent. Like I either could.
It's
Well, if
transparent,
they didn't
Dave.
pay,
It's transparent.
What?
No,
what
no, but
backer?
I
If
give-
you're losing me all this money in some tournaments, like we're going to give you a free entry or pay it, as a good human, I'd be like, "Hey guys, we got a free entry." You're pocketing money when they're down.
Yeah, you probably
I
owe
went
them
to
the
them.
$2,500.
I know. I
Or
went to
don't
them
make
and
them
told.
pay it.
I went to them.
Pistorius like 10 years ago, probably was their last one. Well, I don't understand what are they losing a ton of money on you or no?
They're down. Like, so they started backing me in 2021 before the World Series main in 2021, and I'm down probably about somewhere around 50,000 for them.
Holy shit. Jesus.
And so I got 15K of it back in this tournament, which is why that eighth really sucked, because I had a chance to win it all back there. But it's not about
But it wasn't 15K though, because they had to pay for your flights and
get
your
the
hotel.
15K off the debt. The 15K goes off the debt. They get all that to wipe of what I'm down.
I don't know who's got a worse situation here, me or these backers. Being in the Mintzy backer business is not an easy business to be in.
It's like betting the Washington Generals every game against the Globetrotters.
Well, we got a real interesting situation with that. Is Big Cat is in the process of buying them out too, and he's announced he's buying them out.
Oh, Big Cat is Big Cat is
he's a pushover.
He just has like charity cases.
The word is for that in my world. That's called enabling. That is enabling right there. We all love Dan. That's enabling 101 right there. Dave, you should put your foot down, Dave, and not allow that.
The whole thing is crazy because it's very rare where like, "Hey, Mintzy, you've got to be in the office." To miss one of the days, there's probably 5 to 10 of them a year. To miss it for your selfish needs is disgusting to me.
Yeah, but Dave, think about the money.
Dan gets to do what he wants. I can't tell Dan not to enable him. If he wants to give him cocaine, he can give him cocaine. I can't do it.
That the LifeLine Animal Project's gonna get now $1,000 because of that, Dave. Everything. So I mean, you do have that $1,000 whole dollars to that project.
So Mintzy, are you aware that you basically can't get fired now? Like
Yes.
you have to have something in your mind. Like I think I'm safe no matter what.
People think you're playing me now.
I just keep. I'm just on a really, really bad run this last couple months with the stuff, and I've got to clean it up. And I realize that, and I don't. I mean,
Mintzy, what do you say to people who say you're playing me now? Like you're the mastermind.
So say
it's a fucking fact. I mean, there's not even
that you're aware. It's like you're just using me now. You're making a fool out of me on purpose.
I do not agree with that at all. I'm sorry that people think that. I think people may be giving me more credit with that than I probably deserve. If they
what is
that.
this?
Oh boy, right now.
We actually have something super important in our office tomorrow.
Not a spot where Dylan wants to be.
I'm still in one.
Totally correct, Brian.
We have like our Barstool Combine, NFL Combine tomorrow. I think super spot.
Oh, I knew it. I knew it.
Oh my God.
Oh, no.
Oh my God.
No.
But I knew this.
No.
I've seen that. What he did.
I haven't seen
No,
that.
what I'm saying, there was no. Mintzy knew what he was doing. It was a calculated fuck you to my face. That's what he did.
You
He
agree
said,
with that, Mintzy? Is
he
that
said,
fair?
fuck you.
Is that fair?
I don't care what you've done. Fuck you. That's what he did.
Fair, Mintzy?
I mean, I calculated FU is strong. That was definitely not what I meant for it to be, but I can understand why you feel that way.
But my thing is, if you know you're doing that, which obviously based on that clip you do, like, why are you bragging about it at the table?
No, the real question is, hold on. The real thing is, like, we don't even need Mintzy here. This is a Dave issue. Like, Dave.
Yeah, I know. It's like, hey, if you throw another interception, you're out.
I'm out.
And then he throws another interception, and he's back in.
What do you guys want me to do? Fire him?
No. I love Mintzy. No.
So then what am I supposed to do?
I know. He owns you. You own this guy, Mintzy.
I strongly don't know that I would go that far.
That you guys don't. If someone gives me a solution,
you're right. Well, I mean, the solution could be basically like you can't gamble like that anymore. Like you can't do that, but you don't want to do that, right?
No, he can't. He can do it on his. I can't tell him on his off days or whatever. On a Monday, he can't, but he knew he couldn't. He did it anyways because he's a scumbag.
So when you say he can never be fired, so if he does the same thing again,
I don't think you're a scumbag, Mintzy.
And nor do I. If the same thing happens again,
look at you two, these two hard guys. Like you're giving them little pets. You're like,
honestly,
no,
his hair looks so good. I can't get over how good his hair looks. I have the two most ruthless guys in the company. Be like, nah, it's all right, Mintzy. You can't fire. So I don't know. If I fire him, I'm going to get crucified.
He's mentally not like all there. Like I feel bad. He's like challenged.
Maybe that's the best answer. Maybe,
but he's like smirking right now. Like I think he's got some tires or so saying him.
I know. I think he might be right. I think he.
Is there a test to tell if somebody's slow?
Yeah, well,
like a cognitive one, like Biden's supposed to do.
Yeah.
Well, he could have taken the Wonderlic test, except he blew off the combine thing. So we will never know.
Friday. I have Pro Day Friday. Yeah. Whatever for
All right. Anything else for Mintzy or no?
I'm stuck.
Mintzy, you know what? You look great, and I can't wait for your next fuck up. I'm sorry, it's so entertaining, and I know you're gonna fuck up. I wish you the best, but it's unbelievable what you're doing.
This. I mean, there have been a lot of them in the last 3.5 years. I really need to not have one in the next 3 to 6 months.
And let me say this.
Well, why not? Well, you can shit in his mouth at this point, man. It doesn't matter. Well,
let me say this. He covers his smile. This was the most offensive he's done. The other spur of the moment idiot. This was this is the first time and that he was a calculated asshole. Fuck you to Dave. I don't care what you've done with me. I only care about myself, and I'm going to give you and the company a big F you. That's what he did. And it's almost like when his friend stormed into the office and he ran away. I was very mad then.
Mintzy, final word.
I will not be missing any more company events. That's for fucking sure. We ain't going down this road again.
Mintzy, if you just ended with "Go Rebels," it would have been an all-timer.
Yeah.
Sell some more brick watches to Ole Miss to make up for this.
Yeah.
I think we're fine then. Thanks. See you, Mintzy.
See you, Mintzy. I'm trying to exit out.
You guys don't have an answer though. It's
Dave, and giving you credit,
I'm stuck.
You're stuck.
You're in a tough spot.
He's somehow beat the system. Through dumbness.
Yeah, he's become like this lovable idiot that people don't want to. They want him here, but he doesn't deserve to be here.
But I think, like me, I think they love they can't wait for the next fuck up because you're just like, oh my god, he did it again.
What if he blows off something like that again?
I got to take the temperature of like.
Yeah, he's not. It's never gonna happen. You're never gonna fire him. I don't blame you. It's
neither do I.
It's an unwinnable spot. Unwinnable.
Yeah.
And he starts looking at you, and he's all. And it's just.
He's just so dumb. That's the thing. He's a moron, but he's a lovable moron.
He's a very lovable moron.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Well, anything else going on, Whitney? You got anything or no?
No, I saw Jerry quit another stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gave up in the middle of another one, huh?
He's what is this?
What?
It's similar to Mintzy. Like, don't enter a poker tournament that you can't make the final day. If you make it, you might not want to start a stream with a guy who's going to have to leave.
I'm sorry, I just got distracted.
What's going on?
So I don't think this is a joke by Will Compton.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you saw Antonio Brown tweeted at me, called me the king of the crackers.
I saw that.
So I retweeted. I thought it was funny. I'm like, funny is funny. This white cracker wearing a crown defending Tom Brady.
Sure. I love those types of crackers too, with the peanut butter.
Yeah, exactly. So I always bust Will his balls when he goes on ESPN because he loves sucking ESPN's cock. His agent loves sucking ESPN's cock. So it's like, oh, you work for ESPN? He tweeted me. He tweeted me. He said, "When did you start working for ESPN?" The hashtag is CTESPN from Antonio Brown. I don't know if he thinks that's really ESPN.
Oh, what?
No,
He can't be that dumb. He's not that dumb, is he?
No, I think he's just like he's like being ironic.
I think so. I don't
know.
Well, that's really not helpful. I can't read. I'm blind, so I think does he send you jokes?
I don't know. No, not like that.
No, he knows he knows it's that Looney Tune.
Yeah,
Antonio Brown, and he's just.
Sorry, I got distracted by that. All right, then you guys give more credit than I do.
I mean, you could be right. I have no idea.
I'm surprised you didn't lead with the Mean Girls New York Post article.
I was about to get there. So
these fucking two.
Well,
Talk about delusional.
Look,
that's the craziest article I've ever read.
A random New York Post writer just decided to write about the Mean Girls. That's all. No, they didn't reach out to them. They just the writer.
In an article like that, Kirk, I know journalist. Like, are you paying for that, or are you just like having a friend
Dave
at the
knows
Post?
As well as I do. What they do is they have people who reach out to the Post for them. Like they've hired some firm or whatever.
Yeah, why would the Post take that up? But there was one sentence, and again, I'm
unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
I have nothing against Alex, but that said they were a cash cow for Barstool Sports.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. Were they a cash cow for Barstool Sports?
They never made a cent for Barstool Sports. I thought they had a chance to, but a cash cow. I mean,
you can't fire me. I quit.
That was the most bananas article I've ever read.
Top 8 brand at Barstool Sports is what it said in the story.
That was quite the read.
What is that like? I never understand stories like that. Like nobody's going to read that story then suddenly listen to their podcast. They're just doing it for themselves, right? I don't really get it.
I guess it can help with
advertisers
selling ads. Like, oh, look at this, and I don't know, they're part of some. I don't know even. I hadn't heard from them in forever. But that, and by the way, it wasn't a short article. It was
long as shit. I kept clicking more, but I wanted more because it was so amazing.
The New York Post clearly. Tom with you. That the woman who wrote that story is the same woman who wrote about me and Anna Horford earlier in the week. Like they just anything that's like Barstool, anything the New York Post has figured out, just fucking put it.
Yeah, the Horford, is that your first run-in with her?
I think so. I've criticized. I did my top 10 worst people on Twitter. She was number 1 on my list.
Yeah.
I can't believe that an athlete. Does he still play?
Oh yeah, he's on the.
I can't believe he would want his wife in the mix like that.
It's his sister.
It's his sister.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that explains it.
But I mean, she hates my guts. Hates. She's hated forever. I just ignore it because it's like, honestly, I go sit courtside Celtics. Like I don't want to be in a fucking war with Al Horford's sister.
Have you chirped her brother?
No, I like Al Horford.
Yeah, I'm like, you're a Celtics guy.
She tweeted out that she doesn't think anybody should be billionaires, which I mean,
she said a lot of crazy things in her days.
But I'm like, my thing is your brother's made $300 million, which I'm perfectly fine with. Great. Like he has a skill and he's getting paid by people who are billionaires. Like, have you ever had this conversation with him? And then she went on a blocking spree. She hated that. She went crazy.
On the scheme of things she said, that's nutty. That's doesn't even register. She's out there.
She's a lunatic.
Would you take it back to the Mean Girls? Would you take it as a slap in your face after you gave them the IP and probably one of the nicer moves you've ever had in terms of a separation from the company, and then they basically ghostwrite this article?
No, I didn't. I did not see any value in them the brand, any of it by the time they left. So it wasn't like necessarily me being a nice guy. It's like, whatever, go do your thing. I don't think anything's going to happen here. Good luck to you if it does. I don't think it has. No, they're just trying to build their business. Like, you can't begrudge them that, whatever they do. I mean, it was crazy town, but I have no, for me to get worked up, it's almost the biggest, what is it? Like the
Nothing burger.
Well, it's like you'd rather be love and hate are closer than apathy. Like, I just don't care about them. So it doesn't, I was just like, I was more shocked than the New York Post. Like, how could they write, which I guess I shouldn't be.
It was so obviously a PR job. It was,
yeah, it's crazy.
It was fucking, and my take on them, no, I don't want to spend much time on Mean Girls. Alex, I thought was pretty talented. The other one is just a complete zero.
The COO?
Yeah, just a 0.0.
Yeah, I did see she's calling like her husband or new boyfriend like Mr. President or something. I was like, that's
Alex,
the new guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. They got money behind it. I do like Alex. I've always kind of liked Alex. She went through a tough time. So, and I thought she was going to be very good at Barstool. She seemed to get it. I don't know what the fuck she's doing now. I see she's falling peaches.
Oh, okay. No, go ahead.
It only took us 35 minutes.
We made it. I thought we were going to make it. Go ahead.
No, I have nothing to say.
No, dude, but you can't do that.
Well, no, you do, because as we described in the first episode, we started a group chat for this show, and then we wanted to kind of maybe chat once in a while. And Dave was the ultimate fucking dickhead and was like, "Don't ever write on this chat again. I'm so busy." And then he decides to send me and Kirk a text the other day. Yesterday.
4:57.
Just so you guys don't waste airtime tomorrow. Last week, Miss Peaches, parentheses, 72 million. Over 3 times the number of views over the next closest brand of talent. Dave, I will be glad to talk about Miss Peaches whenever she wants or you want when she learns to talk. Like, until she can talk and speak, what is the point of talking about
I'm just going to tell you, I just forwarded that came from Gaz. I cut the end of it off. Miss Peaches 72 over 3x the number of views, the next closest Brown. Then Gaz said, for when your Hardo co-host chirp you tomorrow about her. I cut that off. I just said, let's not even talk about it because that will be my response. So we don't have to talk about it.
We did it. We talked about her. So many views.
Well, I mean, you do understand intellectually, like, that's great. It's doing a lot of views, but like the guys who watch this show don't want to hear you talk about your dog.
They don't give a fuck.
They're 2 different audiences.
Some may. She's pretty cute.
I don't give a fuck about your dog.
Personally,
She's pretty cute. That you're happy. I think she's a prop for you, but I'm happy you're enjoying it. That's all.
She's not a prop. I love the dog, but I'm a man of content as well. And
see, that's my thing. I'm happy for you because you seem happy. She's not content, dude.
Well,
she's not content. Content on like Instagram. She's not content for us to talk about.
Yes. There we go.
Right. Fine. That's fine.
Do you disagree with that?
No, I agree.
Okay, fair.
Okay, good. All right. Anything else? You boys have anything else or no?
I got a list. Let me see if we missed anything.
Nice. I like it.
I got 1 or 2 things, but go ahead.
Okay. Well, no, I got to pull mine up. So,
do you have any losers from this combine thing other than Mintzy?
I saw Kevin getting roasted. I don't know why Kevin would go and not try. It
was embarrassing. What the
but
fuck?
To his defense, he's made it very clear. Everyone's like, oh, this, that, he's defeated. If you go watch the original combine, he pretty much gave up there, and he made it very clear he doesn't want to do stuff like this. So I don't know why he did it.
Why go?
I don't know. He must have felt like he had to. But like, it's no change in his attitude of him not wanting to do the combine. He has never wanted to do stuff like that. He, all the way back, he's like, yeah, that's not my jam, doing athletic activities. So
what the Frank security thing? So he wasn't removed from the game, though, right? He was
briefly removed from the game. It was a travesty.
It's crazy they do that. But at the same time, I said on Chicklets, like, if you got season tickets next to him, it's like, holy shit, I'm paying a lot of money to come to this game. And this fucking guy is screaming the entire time. I understand.
Well, I mean, you can sit next to Spike Lee. He could be annoying.
I don't think
they don't kick Spike Lee out.
I don't think it's remotely at all similar. Spike Lee is not yelling the entire game.
Well,
fire Lindy.
If they produce Whitney, he won't be chanting like that. Someone told him to shut up, and he had no choice but to say, "Do you like losing?"
You shut up. I think he.
You know what my favorite tank video is?
Can we play it in a second? See if we have it up. But go ahead.
My favorite tank video, old school, is when he was in the subway ranting about something. Some lady's like, would you shut up? He's like, this is America. I have the right to say what I am. All the people around start chanting, Frank the Tank. This poor lady had no idea what was going on. He never backs down.
No. The Devil's game. Let's play it. I want to hear this.
seems to be working.
Coleman's got that look on his face I see every single day.
Should be pulling it up.
Should we just reenact it?
Yeah, Whitney, go ahead. Give it you, Toy Whitney.
Fire landing, Luke, you son! Shut up. You shut up, you're like
Where is it?
I'm asking them to pull it up.
Go ahead.
Landing! Fire landing! Fire landing! No! You son! Get one on seven! You're something getting it done! You take a 6-7! You like close again! You're in the middle of the whole club chain! Shut up, Frank!
The best part is him using the banister and leverage and pulling himself up so quick.
So he's right. What, are you just going to sit there and accept losing? Are you a loser?
What do you do if you're bringing your to Whitney's point, if you have a 10-year-old, you're bringing your season tickets, you're spending $500 for fucking hockey game.
You got to find out about the world one day or another. You might as well find out about it that day. Or these stadiums, the Mets, the Devils, places he goes, have a Frank section. People can pay for that. Half that stadium probably wants to be part of that experience.
That's actually a genius idea.
We mentioned
the Frank
you
the
sit around him, and you'll hear the nonsense, and then people like get to experience it firsthand.
Correct. A Frank the Tank boost. You could probably add a little value to those tickets.
I did get a real kick out of. I watched the Frank walks with SVP, his all-time nemesis, and like the walk's going good. It's a good interview. They're walking around, and then all of a sudden, like they're talking about Frank's talking about the COVID vaccine, and SVP, you can tell he's like, "What the fuck?" He didn't say a word.
By the way, this is interesting for the future. We have the ability to take calls on the show if we wanted. I always think calls add a nice.
Oh, I'd take some calls.
We do that next week if you want.
Oh, Actually, no, I'm not even going to bring that up.
Oh, go ahead. What?
Someone, this is the subway.
Someone from Minihane's show gave a Minifan caller my phone number.
Not me.
Wow.
Not me. Not me.
But you're smirking.
Yes,
you're smirking.
Instant smirk.
You're
instant
smirking.
Smirk.
No, because you've texted me that before.
Dude, so this guy
you know what happened.
Calls and texts every single day. And yesterday
he's laughing.
Because I think he. So he told me he didn't know. So obviously he knows.
You told me about this before.
Yeah, but you're laughing like you know more than you. So listen. So this asshole, and actually it's the caller Dan Katz from the Minihane show.
Yeah, this guy pretends he's
and
dead.
This fucking guy calls me and calls me and calls me. So I've saved his number not to answer. So I get a call yesterday from another number and I answer it. Hey, it's Dan Katz from the Minihane show. He changed his number. He got a new number. I know Minihane has something to do with this. Oh, maybe not something to do with it, but you know who gave him my number.
Yeah, definitely.
So do you. You told me who you think it is.
I said that, and you said it wasn't him.
Well, he said it wasn't him. Colleen's a liar, though. I'm sure it's probably Colleen. I've had to change my number like 9 times because of these people.
And he calls me, and he goes, "Hey," I go, "Oh my god," I go, "What?" And he goes, "You got to bring up Turtle Boy on the Unnamed show tomorrow." I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Oh, man knows what it is. I mean, that was all news to me. Any unbiased observer watch that exchange and watch Minahane's reaction when you said that would say Minahane's in on whatever or knows what's going on.
No, Whitney told me about this months ago, and I said I'll find out. My old producer, who I'm sure gave him the number, claims he didn't. You know Colleen did that. He's a liar.
I know.
That's exactly what happened. Yes.
I hate him for it.
Play the old Frank. Why don't you laugh at the old Frank thing?
Yeah, give me a Frank. Give me a Frank.
This is a very good old Frank video.
Hey, get your fat ass down. What's up? You fucking back up. Hey, look at the fucking. I don't know what your problem is. This is America where we still have the right to talk. That's not good. I know you like down. Like the Blasio, and they don't say bullshit. Down. And I'm just speaking out. The train system and hands out your ass. It's not working properly. Ignorant, small, tiny little piece of shit that it's clearly not. He's going in the middle. No, that's not even fucking
Don't touch him!
Oh, they made up at the end.
Wins are over.
He took his hat off like Earl Weaver in that.
He was you can't imagine. You see this guy being a total maniac, and then everyone's on his side, instantly chant his name. Oh, the tech. He is.
Yeah, she probably thought that they'd join with her. Like, yeah, buddy, come on.
yeah.
He's a big star in New York right now.
Yeah, he's
100%.
quintessential. He's what every Seinfeld character is like based on, like a guy like that roaming the streets of New York.
Yes,
It's crazy.
He's one of the cooler, like, Barstool character stories of all time.
For sure. We got a lot of them, but he's one.
All right. Anything else? Or we get out of here? Episode 5 next week, unless you get something else.
What's on your list, Kirk?
We've got. All right, I'll pick a random one right here. Multiple Chicago guys announced contract renewals. Dave, Chief, and Carl. Was Eddie extended too? Question.
Yes.
Eddie was as well.
Yeah, they all got.
So once Carl once they had that breakup, he's just on his own, and you're kind of like,
yeah, yep,
right.
Exactly.
Okay. What's he doing? What's Carl? I don't know. What's Carl doing?
I don't know. Baseball. He says he's going to do hardcore baseball.
Okay.
I got to shout out Marty Mush. Pretty impressive getting a hit off a Major League Baseball
that was
pitcher.
good.
Oh, Trevor Bauer. Yep. I have.
Oh, that was Trevor Bauer?
Yeah.
No shit. Yeah, he ripped it up the middle. I like that.
Jerry has asked me multiple. You never know when Jerry's serious. He's trying to do this arch madness.
Yeah, I hate feet. I'm gonna vomit.
And he's like, I'm having trouble getting girls to come to the office and do feet. Women.
Imagine why.
Can you like tweet it out and say we need women? I'm like, Jerry, I am not going to tweet from my socials. We're looking for women to judge their feet in the Chicago office.
That's like a New York Times article.
He can't understand why. I'm like, I'm not doing that. You have to find it yourself. It's
more
like,
disturbing that there'd be that many people into that, like that would watch it.
I'm actually surprised more people haven't reached out to him. That's like a weird fetish world.
Rex Ryan would back it.
Right. I thought they'd do okay with that.
Glenny Balls, get him involved. But just imagine if I just tweeted that from my main socials, like, hey,
would not be a good instinct. Yeah.
Looking for some women just to judge their feet in the office. March Madness.
Not a great idea. Jesus. All right. What, you made up with this stupid, the thing with the Price is Right person or whatever?
She's getting crucified. She's she's a huge dog advocate. She said, I don't want to talk about Peaches. She said, Peaches is ugly, cute. Peaches is cute. I made a video and she's getting toasted. Yeah.
But she apologized.
She did.
Okay. You're okay with her.
I accepted the apology. Yes.
She's going to donate $250 to your charity, I think, to make up for it.
That's Mintzy. Unbelievable. You got to admit, do you know how hard it is to raise $277,000 profit in like a week?
270.
Is it all the merch or some people just donate?
Merch.
Dave, 278 now. You put another 1,000.
I stand corrected.
That's okay. But yeah, we've got another 1,000 there. Whitney, you going to donate $1,000 or no?
No.
Fair enough. All right.
Are you?
No, I'm not. I am not. I'm not against it, but yeah, maybe we should do that at some point. Whit. No?
All right. I mean, we could think of an idea. That's a lot of merch. Jesus.
I mean, you got to do something. If you want me on one of these spitting chiclets, like you got to hit the post, like never ending things, because I'm not like Jerry. I have to end because I can't be Smitty. So if I'm doing one of these.
Oh yeah. Do you have any update on that or no?
No, we kind of got to get, Biz works like Wednesdays and Sundays now for TNT, so we're just trying to figure out when he can be in Chicago. Although I think I'm going to be out in Scottsdale for IceCon.
Oh, so am I.
Okay, so that's incredible for people who don't know.
I have to go.
Where is Elio? Right, Elio's been silent.
He comes and goes though.
No, on Twitter, I don't think he's made a pick in days. People are saying, I'm getting tweets. Where is Elio?
Whitney, I told you. It's like somebody who's in a comatose. If you ask, hey, Elio, what'd you have for lunch? Set the world record on posts. That's all he can say. His last bet, Mr. Ice, he says it's the world record in posts. It's like, hey, Elio, what are you doing this weekend? World record in posts. Hey, Elio, how are you kids doing? We hit 9 posts. That's all he says. He's just in like a trance.
So 4 days ago, it was tweeted from his account. Elio was off Twitter for a bit, but wanted to share this. And it's just like some retweet about his horse picks, which, by the way, I texted you, Dave, that some random guy at the pool in Delray told me, hey, the 5 horse in the last race today. And I texted Dave, he goes, Elio's your guy. So I texted Elio and he looked into it. He said, it's probably your 3rd or 4th best option, but he's 8-1, nice odds. Then I get a text later. dead last. Didn't run a pace. I said, did you bet it? He goes, yeah, I bet it. Dead last. And then I hadn't heard from him since.
That post game, I don't know if it's true. He said I don't even know. Connor McDavid hit 4 posts. He said 9 posts, previous record 7. That's the only thing he can talk about now is how many posts.
That is the most made up record in the history of hockey.
He claims it's real.
I'm gonna guess that was not documented in like 1950.
Listen. Ask Elliot. It doesn't matter.
He believes it. Yeah.
But he's back. He just tweeted 2 hours ago. I missed the ice people. I'm back.
I asked you this before, and you said no. There's no market for like Elio to do like a horse racing podcast. There's no.
There is.
There is
a little bit. Yes. Now.
I'm selfish.
Because because you're Minihane or whatever his name is.
Minihane, correct. Mike Minihane. Yep.
We're going to try to work with DK Horse. I don't know the logistics of that, but hopefully we figure that out, and then there will be a reason for Horse.
Who's better, you or him, in your career as a syndicate? Who's picked more winners?
Me, but he's better.
I heard
overall.
different.
Well, of course, it's out there. He was great last time, but I've been red hot before that.
Okay.
All
right.
Yeah. All right.
Good show.
Episode 5 next week, whatever it is.
All right.
Goodbye.
See you guys.
Bye.